Why is the side deflect difficult to do compared to the top one? Now I do the same timing, but I get the deflect. But on the side, I don't get it. And this is a very basic and a simple answer. When you forward dodge, your iframes won't be activated for the locked on opponent's attacks. When you side dodge, your iframes and your deflect frames collide with each other. They overlap with one another. And what the game does is it prioritizes the iframes. And that's it. That is the simple answer. There is quite a bit of nuance to it. So for the people who want to know in detail how it happens and why it happens, I'm going to try to do that. So to understand this in some detail, first you need to understand this game accepts inputs at 33 ms intervals, which means that imagine this is 100 ms and you press an input at 110 ms. The game will not accept that input till it reaches 133 ms, and vice versa. You will receive attacks, dart breaks, feeds at these 33 ms intervals. So you'll either get hit at 33, 66, 100, 133, 166. You will never get hit at 150 ms, 110 ms, 120 ms because the game accepts inputs at 33 ms intervals. Now back to why deflects are difficult on side dodges. As you see, in your dodge, any dodge, if your character can perform a deflect, the deflect frames will start at 100 ms and will last till 300 ms. In side dodges, your iframes start at 166 ms and last till 300 ms. So what ends up happening is when you are about to get hit at 100 ms in your side dodge, you'll deflect that attack. When you're about to hit at 133 ms, you'll still deflect that attack. But if you're supposed to get hit between 166 and 300 ms, the game will prioritize these iframes and you will just completely evade that attack. If you want to test this in action, you can try doing this against undodgeable attacks. Undodgeable attacks will be just as easy to dodge whether it comes from the side or whether it comes from the top, because you get the entire 200 ms to deflect that attack. And why does that happen? Undodgeable attacks completely ignore your iframes. So in that case, you get the entirety of your 200 ms of deflect frames to deflect those attacks. And that is it. If you have any questions or if you think I didn't explain something clearly, let me know.